Hello again, and welcome to Chef on a Boat, where I'll show you how to create large flavors in small spaces. Today I want to show you how to make naan, or Indian flatbread. Now traditionally, it's actually made in a tandoor oven, but I don't have one on the boat, and it's unlikely that you have one in your house, and definitely not in your apartment if that's where you're cooking. But there are ways that you can still make it. You can use an oven, you can use a grill, or in the case of how I'll show you today, in a cast iron skillet on the stovetop. So on that note, let's go ahead and get started. You want to use lukewarm water around 100 degrees to activate the yeast. You could use baking powder instead of yeast, but I think yeast gives a chewier texture. You want to mix well the salt and flour before you add the wet ingredients. The yogurt helps to add some tanginess to the naan. It's important to add the water just a little bit at a time, because that way you can see what the consistency of the dough is and adjust accordingly. I sprinkle flour on the working surface so the naan doesn't stick while I'm kneading it. Depending on the temperature, let the dough rise between 60 and 90 minutes, or until it has roughly doubled in size. There are two ways that I actually flatten out the naan. Sometimes I'll use my hands, my fingers, to stretch it out, and other times I'll actually grab a rolling pin and just flatten it out and roll it out that way. Whichever method you decide, you just want to make sure that it's not larger than the actual pan or the skillet you're cooking it in. There are a lot of different ways I like to garnish my naan when I'm cooking. The most common I use is obviously ghee, but I'll also use sometimes olive oil and basil or parsley. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. In the meantime, bon appetit!